When you think of WWE, some names just instantly spring to mind. The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Donald Trump. It might surprise people who aren't too clued up on the world of wrestling, but the current president of the United States has a storied history with WWE over the decades. Indeed, you can't even look back at the history of WrestleMania without Trump coming up on a few occasions, and back in 2013 he even got inducted into the Hall of Fame. It all started in the late 1980s, when Trump, then simply a successful businessman with no sign of what was to come, played host to the 4th and 5th editions of the annual extravaganza. In 1988 and 1989, the company billed Mania itself as hailing from Trump Plaza, although the Atlantic City Convention Hall was actually used for the event. Regardless of the actual details, those two shows kickstarted a decades-long partnership with some surreal twists and turns. Trump appeared on screen at WrestleMania XX in 2004, when he was interviewed live by Jesse Ventura, who, incidentally, went into politics after retiring from wrestling and served as governor of Minnesota from 1999 to 2003. 3 years after that appearance, the future president secured his WWE legacy during what was undoubtedly his defining run in the company. In 2007, real-life friends Trump and Vince McMahon become embroiled in an on-screen rivalry, which led to the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania 23. The headlining bout saw each of the businessmen represented by a top superstar, and the loser had to have their head shaved bald live on air. Stone Cold Steve Austin was the special guest referee for the stacked match, which ended when Trump's representative, Bobby Lashley, pinned Umaga to earn him the win. Ever the showman, Vince was shaved in front of a worldwide audience, but Austin had the last laugh as he hit Donald with the Stone Cold Stunner. Just read the second half of that sentence again, and then remember who the current president is. Anyway, the moment understandably lives on in the memory of fans around the world, and earlier this year Lashley reflected on how it all came together, behind the scenes. He said, "It was actually really cool, because it wasn't one of those things where he wanted to take over like, oh it's me, Donald Trump. It wasn't that at all. He actually came into the position and was like, look man, I want to make this as great as possible, so tell me what I can do." He didn't tell me how to do my match. He didn't tell Vince how to run WWE. He just came in and said, "This is awesome, tell me what I could do on my part to make this their best ever," and he did his part. A couple of years later, Trump would return to the world of wrestling when, in storyline terms, he bought WWE's flagship show Monday Night Raw from Vince. The stunt didn't last too long, but Donald, the good guy in this on-screen scenario, tried to endear himself to the fans, including handing out free money to those in attendance. His appearances over the years earned him a Hall of Fame induction in 2013, with McMahon rightfully being the one to do the honor. Since then, things obviously took a turn, but there has still been a connection between Trump and WWE. Back in February 2017, he appointed Vince's wife Linda McMahon to his cabinet as Administrator of the Small Business Administration, a position she held until April 2019. And earlier this year, Vince McMahon was included in a list of top sports league bosses as Trump looked to a team of advisors for guidance on kickstarting the US economy during the coronavirus pandemic. It seems unlikely at this point that we'll ever see Donald back in the world of wrestling, but stranger things have happened. If you've got a celebrity story, video, or pictures, get in touch with the metro.co entertainment team by emailing us celebtips@metro.co.uk, calling 02036152145, or by visiting our Submit Stuff page. We'd love to hear from you.